Hello and welcome to Davie Blooms. Just a Catasetum and Catasetum type update. I've got a couple of them that have started to bloom. Others are still working on their spikes. So, of course, they're not doing a show all at the same time, which would make it a lot easier. But my Catasetum Russ wood. Oh, and today is December 23rd. My Catasetum Russ wood from Sunset Valley Orchids has put on a very pretty show of female flowers. I have never had my Catasetums put out any female flowers. Now I've only had these orchids since 2021, so it's been 2.5 years. So this is pretty exciting. I've had multiple blooms, but never ones that look like the female flower. So I actually emailed pictures to Fred, Clark, and Carlos at Sunset Valley Orchids just to double check to make sure there wasn't something wrong. I'm sure they were laughing at me. But they were informative and helpful and friendly as ever. And I just think they are gorgeous. Let's see if I can get the camera. Not too close, sorry. Here, let's move this. Come on, okay. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. This one's, the one next to it's already going over. So when I just saw that, I was like, oh man, I better get a video going before these go over. So cool. The other one that's in bloom, well, actually, let's just quick get my Orchidglade, Catasetum cross, Orchidglade with a Raul, Mortera, Penedo. Still working on some beautiful buds here. So is my Cycnodes Wine Delight, still working on her flower spike, and back there is the flower spike for my Monneira Magic Witchcraft. So it's working on things. But the other one that has bloomed is this cross, Catasetum Maquiabelo. This is a new purchase. I bought it in spike from Sunset Valley Orchids at their recent Orchid open house, the first Saturday of December, and it's gorgeous. Very, very happy. Beautiful colorations. It's fully open now. It took a little while. To open up. Let's see, get it up. Try to get you some good images here. I'm always shaky. Sorry about that. Isn't that pretty? All the dark spots and the ridges on the lip, like the texture of it. It's very, to me, it's dragony. I love it. Let's see if it has a scent. Oh, wow, it sure does. I haven't been able to detect one, but right now it's giving off quite a strong scent. Let's see. Spicy, bit peppery, so a spicy peppery with the slightest hint of something sweet in there going on. Very, very nice. That's a unique fragrance. A lot of mine all smell like black licorice, so they pretty much smell the same. So that's nice to have a different type going on right here. And then down here, my little Galepetalum is still holding on to that little bloom that never looked all that great, but hey, I'm still enjoying it. I still think she's pretty. And everyone else down here is just, you know, I've pulled back on watering, encouraging, you know, dormancy. They're just doing it at their own pace. So this weekend, Christmas weekend here, I haven't watered. This will be the second weekend, so I'll probably give them a little drink and then leave them for a couple weeks. I'm watering up here a little more often as they're working on their flower spikes. I'm just trying to see the flower spikes through. So a little bit more often, but still pulling back on watering. So I'm probably gonna combine this video into the next update when maybe the Orchidglade with Raul Catasetum hybrid starts to open up. So then we'll have a series of the blooms on this video. So stay tuned. So here we are, January 9th, 2024, taking a look at Catasetum Orchidglade Davie Ranches, crossed with Catasetum Memorial Raul, Mortera, Penedo, and the beautiful flowers that resulted from waiting for those buds to open. And she is gorgeous and she smells fantastic. She's a very sweet, fragrant orchid with a little bit of citrus. At least that's what I'm picking up on. Still have in this, on January 9th, there was still one more bloom to fully open up, but you can see how she started off a little more enclosed. And then here she is in full open flower bloom. And I just love the egg yolk yellow and all of the burgundy freckles. I'm a sucker for freckles. I love freckles. And the serrated look to the lip is fascinating. Very, very pretty. Now just jumping over to Cycnodes Wine Delight. She's still developing her buds. She's doing really well. They're looking good. I only have 4 this season, but I'll take them because I just love her fragrance. Over here, my Monneira Millenium Magic Witchcraft is also still developing the flower spike. A lot more advanced. Here we are only like 2 weeks later, or close to 3 weeks maybe. Starting to get a tinge of color on the end there. And we'll jump all the way over to the other side here for my Cycnoches. It's called Mass Confusion. And part of the tag is rubbed off in the parentheses, so I'll show you. It came with the yellow tag that I'm about to grab, which is the full cross. Oops. Chloric Highland Giant Swan with I can't pronounce that other one. But it has a beautiful little baby spike as of January 9th. Very, very excited. This will be the first time it blooms for me. Can't wait. And things are still trying to go dormant. I just take things off just like that. When they're ready to come off, I don't force it. I don't rip them. I just lightly pull to see if they'll come off. On the bottom shelf, still have my Galepetalum. She's just a long time bloomer. I hope I can get more flowers from her maybe next season. And I love her little onion looking pseudobulbs. Here's some more leaves ready to go. Again, I'm not watering the bottom shelf at all. I'm done. So there's another leaf almost ready to go. And up top, I'm still watering a little bit, but not much because I'm trying to induce them to go into dormancy. So I am here in my front grow room now. We had some issues with one of our fish tanks, in particular our goldfish tank, which required me to move my Catasetum and Catasetum types into my front room where I keep the majority of my Phalaenopsis, Paphliopetalums. Well, all of my Paphliopetalums are up here, and a few other types of orchids and house plants. So the Catasetums are now moved here, and we have Cycnodes Wine Delight in beautiful bloom, and she is so fragrant. can walk kind of close to her and her fragrance just will strike you. There's a little backlighting. You can see some of the striations on her petals and sepals. It's kind of pretty, that backlighting. I'll turn on another light here to try to see how that looks. But so everybody's here under the lights that I had for them. Everything just moved onto this end table. And the upper headlight I clamped onto here, that was clamped onto the picture in the dining room, or the printed painting. And here I have upcoming the Monneira Millenium Magic Witchcraft is developing buds very nicely. She's extended very nicely too. And then my Cycnoches Mass Confusion is also extending the flower spike. Very excited for this one. It's supposed to look like an alien, each flower. So I've still got more flowers to come, and as I'm standing here with Wine Delight, she is quite the delight. Here's a lighted view of her, the back of her flowers. She's just all around beautiful, fragrant, kind of a sweet fruit punch. I'm going to try to turn on another light here. Well, that's not giving much more light either, but I think you can still see how pretty she is though. One more light. It's my last option. Nope, that doesn't do much either. So pretty. I love her, love her. Now, last year she gave me a beautiful flower spike, and I can't take credit because she was well cared for when I got her. And so then she started spiking within a month after I got her. So I just don't feel, you know, my care created that spike, and that spike had a lot more flowers. This year with my Catasetums and Catasetum types, I did not keep up on fertilizing and even watering as often as I should have. So they got pretty dry and they did not get the feed. So I think I can double, you know, I only have 4 blooms. I think I can double, if not triple, this if I just keep up. And as this plant matures, you know, give it the food, and so that it has the energy to bloom at its potential. But you know, I'm glad that she's still giving me a bloom, and she's grown her new growth fairly well. I don't know that it'll be as long as the past year's growth, and again, I think that's because here's the past year one. It's pretty long, and I think that's because I couldn't keep up. Too many other things going on. So I will film the next part when the next flowers bloom, which will be the Magic Witchcraft. So excited for this. This will be the very first time this one blooms. And then eventually the last of these for the season will be there. That one, Mass Confusion. And still a lot of mine have leaves. I don't know. I haven't watered any of these for going on weeks now, down here and hanging off the side here. Getting a little shrivelly, not bad. The only ones I've continued to water are is the ones that have blooms and are making flowers. So, and I'm not giving them that much water, just a little bit here and there. So I don't know. Here's my conditions. The temperature range is down below, 64 low, 75 high, 54% humidity, low 51, high 64. So really decent wintertime humidity going on. And oh, here's a little drying out Galepetalum flower. She's about done. Still not pulling off. But, a lot more long-lasting Galepetalums than I expected. So, very nice. Alrighty, I'm gonna end this segment, and we will do another update on Catasetums again when these are ready to go, when I could show you more progress with those. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.